We all saw that viral video yesterday of Kash Patel after he spent, $125,000 of taxpayer money to go fly over to the Olympics and party with the U.S. men's hockey team. This video. That fucking buffoon is the director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation for the United States of America. I mean, we knew he was a conspiracy theory podcast bro and an absolute chud. And we understand that we live in a kakistocracy currently in the United States where the least qualified, most incompetent people are running the show. Republicans had no problem approving of Kash Patel in this position. Not only has he been accused of lying under oath about the Epstein files, there have been numerous accusations of him misusing our taxpayer dollars for him to go, live the high life, just like Kristi Noem and Corey Lewandowski and their private jet that has been completely remodeled on the American taxpayer dime. This jet right here, Kristi Noem and her boyfriend, Corey Lewandowski, want us to believe that this private jet, all kitted out like this, is going to be used to transport immigrants for deportation. This is the luxury jet she flies around on, all paid for by our taxpayer dollars. Likewise, Kash Patel spent $125,000 plus of our taxpayer money to take a private jet to go do that with the U.S. men's hockey team. Not only is this a kakistocracy, it's also a kleptocracy. The other name for that is a thievocracy. The graft, the corruption, the way that they think that our hard-earned taxpayer dollars are just like free money for them. It's just a kitty that they can draw from. Endless corruption, enriching themselves, living in the lap of luxury while the American taxpayer struggles. And oddly enough, Kash Patel said this back in 2023.
And I'm not saying take all their funding. I'm not the defund everything guy. I'm just saying Chris Wray doesn't need a government-funded G5 jet to go to vacation.
What?
Maybe we ground that plane. 15,000 every off.
But you used a government-funded jet to go on your little vacation, Kash. When will hardworking conservative Americans realize that Republicans don't give a shit about any of us? They just want to exploit us. They want to squeeze us for everything that we're worth. While our quality of life gets worse and worse, they live high on the hog off of our taxpayer money. I like to say that Republicans are a known quantity. Unfortunately, I think too many MAGA don't realize that they have voted for something that they don't understand. Donald Trump is a billionaire. You think he's ever had working class people in mind when he said, make America great? No, he wants to go back to the Gilded Age. He wants the age of robber barons where they live a grotesquely luxurious lifestyle and we all slave away for them day in and day out. No healthcare, no social security. We can't afford our utility bills. We can't afford rent. We're scraping by. And they're using our hard-earned taxpayer money to go do shit like this. And they have they think they're entitled. They think that the purpose of government is for them to enrich themselves and to live in the lap of luxury. They think that we exist to fund their lavish lifestyles.
The 10 richest Americans have $2.3 trillion of wealth. That's a lot for 10 people, 10 individuals. That's not 10 companies. That's not 10 clans. That's 10 people. But they also happen to own a lot more. They own the White House. They installed the vice president. They determine U.S. government policy. They will own the cryptocurrencies, which will become our main currencies. They own all of the big platforms on which we communicate. They own YouTube, of course, which is the channel where I'm able to say sometimes things that are not in the U.S. government's liking, but I don't know for how long.
Mm-hmm. Same.
They own my email address.
Yours and mine
too.
They
own the full knowledge of every keystroke I've made in the last 10 years, no doubt. They own my privacy. They own the newspapers like the Washington Post, owned by Jeffrey Bezos. They will own TikTok shortly, TikTok USA, because Larry Ellison is buying it on behalf of Benjamin Netanyahu, and Ellison will give it to his son as a nice gift. He's already given to his son Paramount Studios, Paramount Media, and CBS News. It's quite a world. And that's just 10 or so Americans. So we're in a very strange concentration of power. I think the likes of which we've never seen before. It has already destroyed democracy. We are democratic in form only, but we don't have a sensible non-democratic system. We have a privatized system, which is quite different. In China, which is not a democracy, it is a technocracy, and the business sector is subordinate to the government, clearly, as Jack Ma found out. In the United States, it's the other way around, which is the government is subordinate to the particular corporate class now of the big tech sector. So we're in a governance adventure as well. The difference of the utopian and the dystopian vision of AI is politics. Will there be general well-being depends on how we use our surplus. All the surplus goes to the top, then we will have mass impoverishment.
10 people in the United States control trillions of dollars of wealth. They run Donald Trump. They run J.D. Vance, they run Kash Patel, and all of these underlings underneath them, they want to benefit from that grift. They want to benefit from that massive quantity of wealth. That's our wealth. That's been stolen from us. That's been taken from us. That's the Epstein class, y'all. It's the Epstein class, the same thing that they do to all working class people, treating us not as human beings, but as cogs in the machine. We exist to serve them. We exist to fund their extravagant lifestyles. The same way that they dehumanize and exploit all of us, they dehumanize, exploit, assault, traffic women, girls, and boys. It's the same struggle, y'all. We have a shared struggle with every victim of Jeffrey Epstein. We have a shared oppressor, and that's the Epstein class. That's the super rich, and that's who Donald Trump and Kash Patel and the likes, they all work to serve that group of people. They work to serve and protect the Epstein class, to deny us democracy, and to make sure that a few wealthy, powerful people treat hundreds of millions of people as their personal playthings, for their personal amusement, as tools that they can leverage, as objects on which they can vent their rage and lust, as conduits through which profit can be siphoned, right? That's all we are to them. But getting back to this incident with Kash Patel using our taxpayer money to go fly and party, have a kegger with the U.S. men's hockey team. You know, I saw people right off the bat criticizing the men's hockey team for partying it up with Kash Patel. And I was like, I'm going to reserve judgment because I don't know what situation those young men were put in. I don't know whether they really support Kash Patel or not. But then I saw this video this morning.
Thank you, Mr. President.
We'll do it at the White House anytime. What would really be cool, and we'll do the White House the next day, we'll just have some fun. We have medals for you guys. And we have to, I must tell you, we're going to have to bring the women's team. You do know that. I do believe I probably would be impeached, okay? But anyway, if you could work that out, I would be honored to have you. I'll introduce you to the whole...
I got it, boss. I got it.
Okay, you got it, Kash.
I'm on it.
Kash is doing it. I'm happy.
I'm fucking on it.
Congratulations. That was an unbelievable game. I don't know if one person that wasn't... Everybody that called me said, I'm watching the hockey game. You know? I don't know of anybody that wasn't. And you're going to be proud of that game for 50 years as you grow older. I mean, it was amazing. So... we love you guys. Congratulations. And I hope to see you, Kash, Tuesday night. And I want to shake hands. I'm going to shake hands with everybody. But I got to shake hands with that goalie.
We'll see you Tuesday night, Mr. President.
See you Tuesday night.
This is why women don't trust men. This is why women say we choose the bear every time. This is why it's all symptoms of the same problem. The same problem, the kind of men who can laugh at what Donald Trump says, can yuck it up with Donald Trump, can party and have a kegger with Kash Patel. Those kind of men excuse discrimination, violence against women and girls. Those kind of men are not safe. They're not to be trusted. So my opinion of the U.S. men's hockey team just went like straight fucking down the toilet. And I say that as a hockey fan. Like, Yeah. Super not cheesed with that. I don't know what you think. What do you think about that clip? I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted to see men who represent our country behaving this way, but look who our leaders are at this moment in time. That behavior right there represents our oppressor. It represents the people who are ripping off 340 million Americans. It does not represent who we are, who we should be as a nation.